In this video, I'll be sharing with you a requested tutorial on how to cut this scallop neckline basque dress. To start, here is my pattern. And I'm going to start by marking my measurement, which is my shoulder to bust, under bust, waistline, and I'm going to add either 4 inches for my basque. Now I marked out for 5 inches, but I'm going to use 4 inches for my basque. Now I'll go ahead and mark my shoulder divided by 2 plus half because this dress has a sleeve, right? Now I'm going to go ahead to mark that, come down by 1 inch at this point. Now I'm going to go ahead to mark a basic neckline of 3 by 3 inches, which I'll be using to serve as a guide for this pattern. After marking out a neckline of 3 by 3 inches, I'll go ahead to place my ruler to connect. Now I'm going to find the chest line, which is the bust circumference divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches. Mine is 7 inches and I will mark. Place my ruler and I'll draw out a straight line on that point. Now you want to mark back your shoulder divided by 2 here. Now after marking that, you're going to connect it to the upper part of your shoulder. Now I'm going to divide what I have at the armhole into 2 and I'll come out by ½ inch. At the chest line, I will mark my bust circumference divided by 4. Now connect from that point to the midpoint of this pattern and connect it all the way to the upper part of my pattern. Now after I'm done marking that, I'm going to go ahead to start marking my darts. And to mark my darts, I'm going to use my nipple to nipple divided by 2. My nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5 inches, which I marked from the bust, under bust, waist and basque length. Now I'll go ahead to divide my shoulder into 2 and mark. And from that point, I will go ahead to connect. Now after I'm done connecting on this point, the next step I'll take is to go ahead to mark my dart intake. I'll be marking 1 inch on both sides. Now if you're working on a plus size person, you're going to use 1.5 inches on both sides. Place your ruler and you're going to go ahead to connect this all the way up and also connect at the other side of your pattern. Now place your curved drill, connect from the bust to the under bust, and also repeat this at the other side of your pattern. Now after marking, I'll be using a basic shoulder dart of 1 inch, which I'll connect down to the bust. I'm doing this because I have an asymmetric neckline or scallop neckline, so this dart is easier to work with. So I'll just go ahead to outline my dart lines. So after that, I'll go ahead to place my tape and I'll measure from the upper part where you want the neckline to start. So I'm using 4.5 inches. You might use this or go ahead to measure the person or determine from the person's measurement. Now I'll mark the bust circumference divided by 4, pick the dart intake I have there, replace it here, and then go ahead to add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark the under bust circumference divided by 4, measure the dart intake, replace and add my sewing allowance. The waistline of this dress, I want to snatch out 2 inches from it. My waist is 28 and I'll minus 2 inches, giving me 26. I'll now divide that 26 by 4 and mark, then measure the dart intake, replace and go ahead to add my sewing allowance. Now after that, I'll go ahead to place my ruler and I'm going to connect. Now after I'm done connecting, I'll come in by the waistline, that is the sewing allowance by the waistline. Make sure you come in by your sewing allowance before going ahead to draw out the basque. This is so that the waistline of the front will meet that of the back. So for my basque, I used 4 inches and from there I will go ahead to connect this all the way down to that 4 inches. Now to go ahead to mark the bust dart, to get that is the difference between your shoulder to waist in front and your shoulder to waist at the back. My shoulder to waist in front is 17, while my shoulder to waist at the back is 15.5. Deduct 15.5 from 17, you have 1.5. That is how I got the 1.5 I marked at this point, and I will go ahead to extend. So this will be serving as my bust dart for this pattern, and I will go ahead to blend it out. Now after marking this, from this line I have on top, I'll go ahead to start connecting it to the side. This will help serve as a guide, and I'll also blend in my dart so that it will meet at that point. I'll come in by 2 inches and I will stop. This is for the sleeve. That 2 inches will serve as the sleeve part of this dress. Now this dart intake of 1 inch I took out, I will replace it back at the armhole to complete its back, right? I'll blend out the dart this way and complete it back, then connect it back to my armhole this way. After doing that, I'll go ahead to blend off the shoulder and shed out the dart on this part. Now I'll go ahead to blend in the dart to draw out the princess dart. So from here I'll mark 3.5 inches. So you're just going to mark this out, but when you're placing it on your pattern, you use the part of your lace that has a border design and then mark out that part. So I connected it to the 2 inches at the lower part of the sleeve, like this part. So after that, I'll start marking the design. I'll come down by 1/2 inch here and I'll try to like recreate the design and I have there with a free hand, right? I'll just go ahead to draw it. On each side we have about 3 scallop neckline, which I'll go ahead to connect and then connect back to the armhole of my dress. Now after marking that, I'll come up by 0.3 inches there, blend out the sleeve so that it will be tightened at the yoke area of this dress, right? Now I'll just go ahead and blend it out. Also notch where you cut out the sleeve from so that you will not be confused when you're joining it back. So after this, I'll just go ahead to cut out this pattern. But before cutting it, you can use your tape, your gum or your pin to hold out the neckline before you can now go ahead to cut out. Also remember, blend out your dart, make sure this part is meeting before you can now go ahead to cut out the rest of the pattern. Also, when you're cutting this part, you want to be careful. You're going to cut this in a way that this part that we blended will be joining the other part of the sleeve, and then you now be taking out the dart. After that, I'll just cut out the rest of the pattern and we are now going to go ahead to cut the back pattern of this dress. So for the back pattern, I went ahead to mark out all the measurements. I marked out the chest line, the shoulder, just like we did for the front. The only difference between the back and the front is that the shoulder to waist is 15.5, right? Now, I cut this pattern in a way that you can use a zip and you can use a loop. So I did the two, so whichever one that is okay for you, you can use that. Now I'll start by marking my dart intake, and to mark that is your nipple to nipple divided by 2. Nipple to nipple is 7 inches divided by 2. I have 3.5, so I'll go ahead to make a mark at that point, then mark 1/2 inch on both sides of my waistline. The dart intake there is 1/2 inch on both sides. So now I'll go ahead to extend this all the way up. So when I'm extending, I'll make sure like I have like 1/2 inch or 1 inch before the bust line. So after that, I'll go ahead to outline my dart area. So now I'll mark my bust circumference divided by 4, add my sewing allowance, mark the snatched waistline and also replace the dart intake, add my sewing allowance and place my ruler to connect. So the waistline you use is that of the waistline you used for the front, and I'll connect my armhole and also connect at this point. Now after I'm done connecting, I'll go ahead outline the chest line of my pattern, and from here I'll come down by 1/2 inch. From this point, I'll go ahead to connect it back to the chest line of my pattern and shed this out. This is to make sure that the lacing area does not pop up. Now I'll go ahead to mark that same 2 inches, or you can use 2.5, and which I used 3.5 inches for the neckline also from the shoulder point, and I will connect. Now I'll mark 0.3 inches here and I will shed this out. So after marking this out, at the zipper area, I'll mark 1/2 inch to take out the zipper bulge, and I'll extend this all the way to the upper part of this pattern. Now after I'm done marking this, I'll go ahead to cut this out first. This is if you're using a zipper, you're just going to cut it out this way. Now I'll also go ahead to cut it out like you're using a loop also, or a lacing bar. So if you're using a lacing bar, what you do is from the zipper, you either use 1.5 to 2 inches, go ahead to connect. Now I'll just go ahead to cut out this side. So for your dart, you can decide to cut it out, or you can go ahead to blend it out. So this is the back, and let's move over to the skirt pattern. Here is the waistline. Place your tape, mark your hip point. Your hip point is 7 inches. So if you're quite tall or you're making it for a taller person, use 8 inches. Now I'm using this pattern paper as the full length of my pattern of my skirt. So from the waistline, I'll measure to the knee line. So my knee line is about 18.5 inches, and I'll mark. So I'll go ahead to draw out a straight line there. Now from this knee point, I'm going to go ahead to come up by 2 inches. Now this is to give my skirt this fitted look, right? So I'll just go ahead and mark out a straight line on that part. Now after marking that, at the waist, I'll mark my waist circumference divided by 4, and I'll go ahead to add my sewing allowance. Here I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4, add my sewing allowance. And the knee point, that point I came up by 2 inches. I'll mark my hip circumference divided by 4 minus 2. Whatever you have on your hip, minus 2 inches from its mark, then add a sewing allowance to it. So from there, I'll extend it all the way to the lower part. Now I'm going to go ahead to place, and I'm going to go ahead to connect this all the way down. Now when I'm marking out my skirt pattern, if it's a corset or a bustier, I don't normally use a dart. Now I'll just go ahead to connect to the rest of my pattern. So this is what I have for the lower part of this skirt. Now I'll go ahead to cut it out. After cutting this out, to achieve the back pattern, all you have to do is to go ahead to add your zipper allowance in front. You can go ahead to add 2 inches or 1.5 to the front pattern, just like I did in this pattern.